what's in the film for this week? Well, we got cleaning, moving, pressure washing, feeding, breaking things, lots of wind, stripping, cleaning, and arguing, the occasional bark, and, oh yeah, Princess Auto! So let's get it on. Cue music. Oh, please, no.
We've had too much of a holiday. Let's go back to work. Shall we go back to work?
I'm ignoring you.
Just don't be grumpy.
You can do it!
Alright, we're back at it again. I am alive after an operation. Okay. Well, we got some cleaning up to do. We got a lot of parts, which is great. Some from last time before I went to the hospital. Some came. Some wire stuff. So I gotta clean all of this off. We're gonna get the transmission. We're gonna throw it up on there. We're gonna take it up all apart. And we also got a Princess Auto pressure abrasive blaster DiCaprio and whatnot. We might have to pressure wash this. I'm thinking that's the first step. We'll take it to the car wash and give it a once over, because holy Toledo, look at the dirt. Alright, take your bone. Here you go, buddy. Nom nom. Oh, very good. Alright, it's time to take my transmission for a walk, I guess, and we'll get it washed. Alright, we got the transmission in the back of the pickup. It's pretty easy, it's really light. What came out of this was a very paper thin gasket on the inside, and then of course the thick gasket on the outside. So I do know that once we try to make sure that the transmission that this might change. So we're going to take this away. Wind coming up again. So before I take it to the car wash, I'm just going to take out the spring right here so I don't lose the spring. So there's a little tab right there. And yeah, just hooks there. Comes off really easily. Just so that I don't lose it at the car wash. So there we go. Okay. So now we've got the got a bearing here. This comes off really easily. So we're just going to take that off. We're going to keep it here. So that's done. So that's ready to go. I think that'll stay. It's just, I'm going to put yucky stuff in my parts washer if I can help it. A really simple transmission. Supposedly it's really small. You can lift it by yourself. So we'll see what happens. But I'll put these two things away. We'll just put it here for now. And spring. Don't forget the spring. Now we'll just move it right here. Perfect. Well, it's a beautiful morning. Let's go and pressure wash. Here we go.
Dirt's offensive, so strong. It might be sensor. Rinse that gear set, spin it gently. We'll rebuild it smooth and shifty. Wash that fatty. It's so filthy. Scrub that casing. Looking guilty. Wash that fatty. Make it fine. Spray it down and make it shine real pretty. Gunk so thick it's growing roots. Jack's just sniffed it, lost his snoot. Bolts all rusted, seals all cracked. Punched it.
Okay, so the rest of it will have to be scraped off, but that looks pretty good. So, not too bad. Yeah, this saves a lot of time. So, I've got a serial number here too. There we go. Alright, we're good. I guess when I was at the car wash, I should have washed the truck. Darn it. Oopsies. Looking at it, there we've got most of the debris off, so that's good. It's going to be a little bit of cleaning, but there was probably 5 pounds of dirt on that. 40 years of dropping oil on the top of the transmission. So she looks pretty good. Looks pretty clean. So yeah, I'll just put that in the shop and then we'll clear off a spot to work. Alright, so now I just gotta clear a workspace for tearing this apart. Okay, dude, I gotta clean up. I gotta go to work. I gotta build things. Oh, jeez.
Such a loser.
Yeah, might as well use the back of the car for car parts. Why not? Alright. Well, I guess that's pretty reasonable. Got the transmission on the bench, finally. What we are missing here right now is I took the clutch release bearing spring. Then what I did is I removed the slide bearing and the retainer from the shaft. That's this fellow here. Okay, so we removed that. What I gotta do now is I gotta remove the main shaft bearing retainer. So that's this guy. I don't know if I should attack this and drain it first. So yeah, we could try it. It moved. There we go.
The transmission has been done by a loser.
It came out.
Oh my God.
I'm so excited. Let's see. Alright, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it drain on the table. It's no big deal. Oh, look at that. Yuck. Alright. Just... That's fine. I can just throw up all the way there. Okay, so now we're going to go after the main shaft bearing retainer. It's probably ½ inch. ½ inch. Actually, it was loose. That one wasn't too bad. That one was not too bad. That one's tight. Should just come right up. And there we go. And look. That looks not too bad. It's actually in pretty good shape. Okay, so we gotta remove the retaining ring. But I have one that can do that. This might work. Reversible. I haven't used these in years. Can I get in there? They're too small. Okay, not a big deal. I'm sure I got something else. This should do it. Awkward. Oh, I just made it. Okay, there's the ring. Yay! I'm just going to take this off. This bolt was actually really loose. It's not torqued at all. It was loose. It's 9/16. Well, it fell out through the shaft. So 9/16 bolt and a very, very thick washer. A lock washer. So there's the stack. And then this little fella should just slide right off. And yeah, that was pretty easy. It's time to get this retainer off, or it's called a tail housing. When we're removing this housing, we got to make sure the orientation is correct when we put it back on. There's this little tang here on both sides that has to be facing in the upward position. So now we just got to cut the lock wire, and we're gonna have to take these bolts out, and this will drop out. The reason that we're taking this off not only is to get the input shaft bearing out. There are two, let's lower that down again, two shafts here, and that's what holds your gearing in place. So in order to remove these, it's just easier to take this off, and yeah, we'll go from there. So the way that they had their pigtail and everything is they took the access and they put it off to the sides like this. I am just going to do something completely different. So something a lot better. Just take it out. Okay, we're just looking for 9/16 here. There we go. Just gonna put him right here. Oh, look at that. It just comes right out. There. Won't come out yet. We got to remove these guys here. And then at the same time, we need a bearing puller to take this off. As I'm going to leave this retaining ring in so that my bearing puller will pull on this, removing this bearing. Oh gosh. Is it feeding time? Feeding time!
It started getting windy again. I had to close the garage door. In closing the frickin' door, one of the door cables pinched on the mother ducking drum, causing the door to jam.
I tell you, when it rains, it pours. I snapped a cable off of my garage door. The cable bunched up into the drum. So I'll film right here. That's good enough. Let's see what we got. Okay. Need something. Ooh. That might work. Might kill me too. Super heavy. Got some upholstery stuff. Where'd I put that knife? I just had it. That'll do. Alright. How does this open? Oh, there we go. Yeah. There. There's our puller. That's what we need. Really cheap. I can't remember. It was like under 30 bucks. So this should work. We're gonna find out. Okay, so that one's off. So our threads. All right, so that's that. Whee! This. There we go. I don't remember. That'll do. And we drive the shaft. Everything's still loose. I'm just putting it together here, and then I'll start tightening things up. There we go. You can see the groove right here. So you're not going to wreck your threads. It's beveled. It's beveled for a puller. So there. Oh yeah, it's coming easy. Yeah, so we're just using the retaining ring gently, and you can see it coming right off the shaft. And there we go. That's it. Very simple. Some guys, they take chunks out of this and you don't need to. You're just using the retaining ring to pull it out. And you just do it gently. And that one was really easy to come out. Disassemble this. Yeah. Voila, there you go. And yeah, there we go. So we take a look. I can actually feel, grit. It doesn't feel smooth, so I dare say that this has been in the transmission since the beginning of time. That's okay. And then our washer, and now we've got it pretty well free. So now we're gonna take these guys out and just kind of go for there. Okay, so we're just gonna use a dowel here, and I'm just gonna push on the first shaft, and there we go. And that should pop out the gear here. Okay, so there's this one here. When you look at the orientation, this part here is to the aft of the transmission. The smaller part towards the transmission. And of course there's a bushing in here. We'll have to inspect that later. And then this guy should just slide right out. And there we go. And here's the hole for where the rod went through to hold the pin in place. So looks like it's in good shape. Right, so there's that part. Okay, so now we're just doing the other rod come through. There. I'll show you where it comes out. It comes out through here. I should be able just to grab it. Oh, not yet. Oh. There we go. So there's the second one. Obviously, hole is the aft part. So now what we got is we got a loose gear in here, right? And what it does is it gives us access to pull the other one out. Just gently. If I move this ahead, I should be able to. Oh, there we go. Shaft came right out. So yeah. So looks like it's two shafts. And that just came off with your roller bearing on the inside. And obviously this is the input shaft that's forward. Alright, so we got to remember to stack up to this. And then of course you've got your roller bearings here, your cage bearings. Okay, so we're going to just sneak that over here. So you got to remember the stack up. You've got oh, it's got a snap ring, looks like. Well, maybe I can move it ahead. Right. Oop, there we go. Okay. So there's this guy. So I'm just going to put that guy back on. So there we go. There's the input shaft with the gearing. So I'm just going to leave it together for now. So I wanted to take a video of it, just in case something happens and I mess up the order. It's this guy that I want to do the inspection on. So we've got a big washer here. Let's see if I can get them out. Just a little bit of finesse here. Oh, what a nuisance. There we go. Okay. That's fine. Okay, and we've got the sleeve in there. The bearings usually come in a kit, so I'm not worried about losing stuff. Then what we had here was these guys, and I will have to check to see whether the stack was correct to begin with. And then of course we've got our what's left of it, this bearing, which I can probably put together back together again. I'm sure there's still some pieces in there. So yeah, we'll just put that there for now. What we got in here? We've got metal. So one of the gears is stripped. So we're gonna find out which one it is. Yeah, those are pretty big chips. So should be easy to spot. It is easy to spot. So this is totally and completely stripped here, pretty bad. Jeez. So I gotta replace that. Okay, so they still make parts for these. So inside's the sleeve, right? This is the aft part. There was a bearing in here too. And then check this out. There should be another bearing in here. There we are. See, that's what they're supposed to look like. Anyway, this is one solid chunk. And unfortunately, this is stripped. So I'm gonna have to get a new one. I do have another parts car, so we're gonna check the transmission off of that and see whether or not I can use the one that's in there. If not, like, see if I can do it justice here. You can see the damage. Right? Yeah, so I was just looking at this, and since I've got chew marks on this, I'm thinking to myself, hey, wait a minute. I wonder if I got chew marks on this guy. And I do. Really chipped up, so I'm gonna have to get a replacement. So that needs to be replaced. This needs to be replaced. If I get the transmission kit, then these get replaced as well. And then of course your gaskets and bearings. So what I'm gonna do is, I can't rebuild the transmission. We keep taking apart stuff, but we're not putting it back together yet. That's all right. We got a Princess Auto blaster. So I'm going to clean up the case, blast the case, paint the case. We're going to go after linkage over here and check this out. We just start cleaning parts in the parts washer, and keep doing some more inspections and figure out what needs what. Figure out what we need for parts. And with the tariffs and stuff, I don't know what's going to go on. We'll get to the end of it eventually. Is it time to go? Alright. Baby tired. Alright. We'll see you next time.
Night.